Okay, morning. So first thing we're going to do is have a look at the homework. So the homework from Monday was multiplication of integers. We'll start here at the top. So in order to fill in this box here, we need to do this by this. So that is, the 3 is plus. So the signs are different, meaning my answer is minus, and then 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, and now working across here, this time it's a plus 5 and a minus 9. So different signs give me a minus, and then 5 9s are 45. Here we have a plus 8 and a minus 9. So again, different signs is minus, and 9 8s are 72. Down here, we're doing minus 6 with the plus 3. So again, different signs, minus 18. We're going to have different signs all the way through here. So minus, and 6 5s are 30. Minus again, this time it's 48. Minus again for 6. Minus for 10. And 2 8s are 16. Okay, so I think they're the answers to the multiplication table. Evaluate the following. So this thing here, so when you have 25 bracket 3, that's just a different way of writing 25 multiplied by 3. Okay, so the 25 is positive or plus, and the 3 is plus, so the signs are the same, meaning my answer will be a plus. And then 25 times 3 is 75. You can write it with the plus or without the plus, and it makes no difference. Okay, here we have a minus on the 3 and a plus on the 8, so we have different signs, which is minus, and 3 8s are 24. Here, plus on the 6, minus on the 7, so different signs, excuse me, is minus. 6 7s are 42. Here the signs are the same. 2 minuses are the same, which means my answer is a plus, and 11 times 4 is 44. And again, write the plus or don't write the plus, it doesn't matter. Now here, okay, so this is 15 divided by minus 3, okay? In maths, when you have two signs coming together like that, we normally try and separate them using a bracket, okay? So in this case, the bracket is more, it's like a bit of English grammar. It's more like making the sum look nice as opposed to having a function, okay? The operation here is division. Okay, so that's the whole purpose of the brackets there. Because there's two operations coming together, you put brackets in to sort of separate them, but they don't mean anything, as in they don't mean multiplication, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. So the 15 is positive, the 3 is negative, so they're different signs. So different signs mean minus, and then this time we're dividing, so 15 divided by 3 is 5. Here we have a minus and a minus, so that's going to give us a plus, and 18 divided by 6 is 3, and again, you don't need that. Here we have two minuses, so same sign gives me a plus, and 72 divided by 8 is 9. Okay, I asked you to do the last one here, so we are in this one multiplying the circle by the circle to figure out what the square is. So that one's going to be a plus and a minus is a minus, and then 28. Okay, and then here it's a plus and a minus, so it's going to be a minus, and this time it's 35. Here, again, we have a minus on the 5 and a plus on the 8, so that's going to be minus 40. Here, so those two, this is a plus on the 8 and a plus on the 9, so this time we have same signs. So it's a plus 72. Here, the plus 9 and the minus 3 give us that doesn't look like a minus. Sorry. Minus 27. And then the last one over here. So it's two minuses. It's a minus 4 and a minus 3. So that's going to be plus, and 4 3s are 12. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. And this one here then, so 2 to the power of 2 means I write down two 2's and I multiply them, and 2 by 2 is 4. Here, 3 to the power of 2 means I write down two 3's. Oh, sorry. And 3 times 3 is 9. This one here, this time it's two minus 2's, so it's going to be a minus 2 and a minus 2, and I multiply them. These signs are the same, which means I get a plus, and 2 by 2 is 4. And then up here, I have minus 3 by minus 3, which is plus 9. And again, you can put the pluses in, or you can take them out. Is that okay? So I just want to check something here. I'm not sure if I gave the exact same homework. Okay, so just for Taylor, I just gave you slightly more. Not sure why. So just to go through these answers, minus 4 by 0 is 0, minus 4 by 1 is minus 4, minus 4 by 3 is minus 12, minus 4 by 4 is minus 16. Next one down, minus 3 by 0 is 0, minus 3 by 1, minus 3. Minus 3 by 3 is minus 9, minus 3 by 4 is minus 12. Minus 2 by 0 is 0, minus 2 by 1 is minus 2, minus 2 by 3, minus 6, minus 2 by 4, minus 8. Minus 1 by 0, still 0. Anything by 0 is 0. Minus 1 by 1 is minus 1, minus 1 by 3 is minus 3, and minus 1 by 4 is minus 4. Okay, I did question 10. This one I didn't. So the product, I'll start here. The product of a positive integer and a negative integer. So a plus number multiplied by a, I don't know why that keeps doing that. I'll try it again. Okay, positive number multiplied by a negative number. So it's going to be a negative something. Okay. So it's going to be a negative integer. Sorry, I was trying to figure out why there was an X on this. So the product of a positive integer and a negative integer. So if you multiply something like plus 6 multiplied by minus 2, the plus by the minus will give you a minus, and then your answer will be 12, and 12 is a negative integer. Okay? Your lucky number multiplied by 0. Now, we just did that in the box up above. So your lucky number multiplied by 0, anything multiplied by 0 is just 0. The product of two negative integers. So I didn't really mention it there actually above. The word product, we talked about that in the last chapter. The word product means multiply. Okay, so if you multiply two negative numbers, so if you multiply minus 6 by minus 4, these signs are the same, so you get plus, and then 6 4s are 24. So the answer to that, I'm in red, is going to be a positive integer. Okay, a positive number. The number of students in your class multiplied by 1. Okay, so if you take any number, like, what, I don't know, 22-ish in each of your classes. So if you take 22 and multiply it by 1, what do you get? You get 22. And if there's 23 in your class and you take 23 and multiply it by 1, you get 23. So the number of students in your class multiplied by 1 is just the number of students in your class. Okay, multiplying something by 1 doesn't change it. Yeah? The sum of this integer and x is 0. So the sum, do you remember what that means? Sum is when you add. So if you add a number and x, you get 0. Okay, a little bit tricky, I think, but that's where the x on the other side is coming from. Okay, I'll try and let me equal it, and I'll try and explain it. So here we go. So if you add this integer and x, you get 0. Okay, so what they're saying is if you add x and minus x, you get 0. Okay, so we don't really know x's yet, so let me try and make it a number. So say we add 6 and minus 6. Okay, if you do 6 minus 6, you get 0. If we do, I don't know, 8 and minus 8, we get 0. Do you know what I mean? shouldn't have written plus minus. Put minus. Okay, so that's kind of what they're getting at. So that yellow one's a bit tricky. The opposite of minus 4 is 4. Don't necessarily like the word opposite there. A better word is inverse. But anyway, and 13 divided by 1. So multiplying by 1 doesn't change the number, and neither does dividing by 1. So it's just 13. Yeah? That one I did, and then these ones I did A and B for Cluxton, so this is just 4 by 4, which is 16. This is 1 by 1, which is 1. This is minus 4 by minus 4, its signs are the same, so plus 16. And this is minus 2 by minus 2 by minus 2. So because there's a 3 here, I had to write down 3 of them. You can only do 2 of them at a time, so I'll do these first. So the 2 signs are the same, which means I get a plus, and 2 by 2 is 4. And then I need to multiply by this. So I multiply by minus 2. Now the signs are different, so I get a minus, and 4 by 2 is 8. Minus 8. Is that okay? So that's homework for both of you guys. So now what I planned on doing today is the same. Okay? So what we're going to look at here is order of operations, which we've done already. This is BIMDAS. Okay, so if you're not, it shouldn't have fallen out of your head already, but if it has, back here on natural numbers, there it is there. So both of you in your notes have an explanation of what BIMDAS is. So in this chapter, it's just going to be a bit harder because we have minus numbers. Okay, so let's try. I'll write BIMDAS here. Okay, so first thing is brackets. Do we have brackets? And remember that these brackets need to have a sum inside them. So we do. We have 2. Okay, we have a bracket here and we have a bracket here. So I copy down the 3. I copy down the multiply. 4 minus 2 is 2. I copy the plus, the 5, the multiply, and now 2 minus 6. So if you need your number line to help, that's start on 2 and go 6 steps to the left. So if we start on 2 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's going to be minus 4. So that's what that is. Yeah? Brackets done. Indices, powers, we don't have any. So nothing there. Multiplications now. I have a couple of multiplications here. Remembering when we land on multiplications, we should check if there's any divisions, which there isn't. So I have a multiplication here, and I have a multiplication here. So 3 times 2 is 6. Then I have the plus here. Yeah. And then this here is going to be 5 multiplied by minus, sorry, I'm actually put the sign in the wrong place, hang on. Oh. Sorry, there's my multiplication. So 3 times 2 is 6. Now here, so you can see the plus on the 5 is there, and you can see the minus on the 4 is there, which means the signs are different. If signs are different, we get a minus. Excuse me. And 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so now I have my multiplication done. Do I have any division? No, I don't. Do I have any addition? No, I don't. Do I have subtraction? Yes, I do. 6 minus 20. So again, you can do this on your number line if you need to. Start at 6. Hang on. Get rid of these. Okay. So start at 6. And we're going 20 steps to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just enough space. So minus 14 is the answer. That okay? We'll try one more. Okay, brackets. Yes, we have one here and one here. So 3, and then this bracket is 6 minus 8, sorry, which is minus 2. Then I copy the plus, I copy the 125, I copy the divide, and then 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, so that's brackets, done. Indices, we don't have any powers, so that's fine. Now, multiplication, tricky. Do we have a multiplication? So we do, okay? See here, we have this bracket. So this can be written as 3 multiplied by minus 2 plus 125 divided by 5, right? So I do have a multiplication. Okay, so remember when you find a multiplication, you should always check if there's a division in the same line, which there is. Here's a division in the same line as a multiplication. So what do? We start on this side and we work left to right, which means we're going to do the multiplication first. Okay, but we always have to be aware of it. So this 3 is plus, the 2 is minus, so there are different signs giving me minus. And 3 times 2 is 6. Then I have plus 125 divided by 5. So now I have a plus and a divide, so I'm going to do the divide next. There you go. So minus 6. Now it's a plus 125 and a plus 5. So the signs are the same, which means my answer is plus. And 125 divided by 5 is 25. Okay, so we're going to start at minus 6 and we're going to go 25 steps to the right. Can I fit this on my number line, I wonder? So we're going to, I'll do it in a different color. We're going to start at minus 6. Ooh, and we're going to go 25 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So what would that be? 16, 17, 18, that would be 19. That makes sense? Alright, so exactly the same as other BIMDAS, it's just now we have to take into account our minus numbers. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is check your homework. If you got anything wrong, fix it. And if you don't understand what I've done, will you like highlight it or put a star on it or something, and I'll go through it with you in our next class, Monday. Yeah? Take down the notes on the examples. So that's what this bit is. So take down the notes on the 2 examples. Again, make sure you understand them. If there's any part you don't understand, ask me and I'll go through it on Monday. And then for your, well, for now and for homework, I want you to do these questions. Okay? All of question 1, question 2, and question 4. It's just lots and lots of BIMDAS practice. Is that okay? Brilliant. So get it done, get it photographed, get it up onto your homework folder so that I can have a look at it, and we'll check it on Monday. All right, have a nice weekend.